Sup? Good to see you, Simon. Hey, Emily. Good to see you, Jan. I'm gonna try something. It's gonna it's have to do until I can get my this uploaded to this format or something. So bear with me just a second. Here we go.
Inspired by chips phasing in cycle engine rev, radio chatter and unit online, you patrollees. Whoa, whoa, yeah.
Oh, I am so stupid. Thank you for pointing that out, Tim. I appreciate it. I have no idea what I'm gonna talk about today. I'm just hey um I'm just doing what. Can you hear me now? Hopefully. Hang on. Let me go with the settings. Let me look at the audio. All right. Can you hear me now? Hey, Arlene. Good to see you, darling. Hey, Barry. Oh, okay. I unmuted it, but then I had to go through and do the AI and the echo cancellation thing. Sometimes you have to do that. So, EV Mux, I like it, but there are little bugs with it from time to time. So, um, and not bug like mbuglet or mbug. By the way, did you run into the robot today, Emily? That was this morning, I think, or today. I don't know. Oh, hopefully somebody will come up and chat with me because I ain't got nothing today. Uh, I'm on the wrong. I got to go to my channel. Here we go. All right, yes, muted. All right. Well, welcome all the Devil Dog, viewers. Such a pleasure to have y'all here. I'm very thankful. It doesn't switch for me. Well, you must not have your autoplay on. It's your autoplay. No, you didn't run into the robot. Well, that's sad. Robot's going to take over the world, I think, maybe shortly. But in the meantime, best you can hope for is capture. Hey, Valerie Reese, good to see you, darling. Or Right. There we go. Hey, good to see you, Robert. T-Rock's Vittles and such. Yeah, I have senior moments more and more often these days. And wait a minute, Simply Jan has been a member for 42 months. That's awesome. Let's go through and play a thing.
I'm not hearing anything. No, he's muted. People are saying it. He's not seen it yet. Tell him.
Well, I'm in the basement.
No, you're up.
I am? Alright, there's something wrong here. Something is wrong.
I don't know how I got muted. Let me throw Eddie up here, although I don't know if he'll stay. Hey, Eddie. Well, he gone. He's still in the basement, but he gone. No sound again? Dadgummit. Eddie left.
No, now I'm on stage. Hey.
Can you hear me now,
What?
Sivvy?
What?
Can you hear me now?
I don't know, can I?
All right, don't start. It won't be that, Sivvy.
Oh, come on. Come on. We're having fun here. Except for my
That's all.
is all sorts of messed up. Alright. Try to sit down properly there. There we go. Now I can sit down. Now.
Oh, Sarah. Yeah, for some reason I have more technical issues than most folks. Hey, Marines and Army Mom, good to see you, darling. And I see Demoose over here too. Good to see you. Hey,
Hi,
Demoose.
everybody.
Hello, Chevy. How are you?
Huh? Oh, I'm just living the dream.
Yeah.
How about
Okay.
you?
Well, I guess I'm living the dream. Looks like I may be getting me a new vehicle. Maybe. Depends. I got a deal with my buddy. Hey, Mike's Adventure Sparks. Hey, Sock Monkey at the K and Mac project. I got a buddy of mine that every time he gets a vehicle, seems like where his vehicle goes over 100,000, he's ready to buy a new vehicle. So, and I got to deal with him so that when he, whether I need one or not, if he's selling his, I'm gonna buy it. So, fancy smashy kickback chair, Civvy. Are you in your fancy smashy kickback chair? Somebody just asked that.
Yes. Yes, I am cold, but then again, I'm also on blood thinners, so I'm a little colder than usual. So, it is a little chilly here.
Well, Sock's good people, Jan. In fact, there's a lot of good people in here. Oh, hang on. Sarah's not a. I will make Sarah a mod. The
I'm in my fancy chair, yes.
No, but every time one of his vehicle gets to 100,000, he's ready to buy him, and he seems to find him a new vehicle that he wants. And so I got to deal with him that I'll give him whatever they offer him for trade-in value. So, which usually is a pretty good price. And so, his vehicle, he done found a GMC Sierra, I think, that he likes. And so, looks like he may be getting that. Now he's got to see it first to make sure that he's gonna get it. So, and once he decides he's gonna get it, then I'll just give him the money for it. So, for his old one. So, anyhow, I'm looking forward to it, but I don't need it at the moment. So I guess I'll just have two trucks for a little while. So you're welcome, Sarah. And but anyhow, let's see. Let me ask this. Have you made a decision to go back to school?
Not really, no. I haven't really thought about it. I mean, it's like I really don't want to go back into the tech sector. I really don't. But she's pushing for it, so I think I'm stuck with it until, you know, they get the shoulder fixed and I get the funds raised for the food truck. I guess I could do that temporarily, right?
Yeah.
It's not, yeah, so
Hey, Scott. Yeah. Um, so I guess the plan at this point is to go with the food truck. I mean, I know you've always had that, you know, desire or uh I know you've always been wanting to go for that. Um, how much does a food truck cost?
it depends. It depends on, what I'm looking for, what's available. I'm not going to go out and spend $150,000 on a brand new truck. I'm not that stupid. I'm going to buy one that, somebody's already, registered in the state and is in good standing with the state for certifications and is, I can always, it's better to buy a used one because when you buy a brand new one, sometimes the state's like, well, you got to have your hand washing sink over here, not over there. Uh, your propane tank is in the wrong place. It needs to be here and not there, and so on and so forth. It's really stupid, and the state loves to charge you $800 a pop every time that they have to come out and re-inspect for certifications. So I think they jack people around a lot in regard to telling them, oh no, your hand washing sink has to be over here. Your tank has to be, it can't be a belly mount. It's got to be mounted off the back. Or your hood system isn't correct or whatever, right? So it's better to just buy one that's already been certified. That way I don't have to deal with all that stupid nonsense. So uh, generally, trucks are going for anywhere from 35,000 to $70,000 used, depending
Well,
on how it's all set up, how big it is, and so on and so on. So
well, that certainly ain't cheap.
no, it's not cheap because then you also got to take into consideration fuel and water and wastewater and getting the food into the truck and renting out a space for um, the food prep. It's got to be certified by the kitchen's got to be certified by the state, and it can't have a bar in it. It's so ridiculous.
Why can't it have a bar?
I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. I know that when I was working for the wine bar, I had the whole back end of the building was my bakery, and there was so much space there. There was no reason for us to have that much space. So they moved the dish pit to that space, and then my corner was the bakery area. Then we had like a whole lot of other space. So they were looking at possibly renting out space for commissary, um, and they couldn't do it because they serve alcohol, and I don't know exactly why. They were like, well, you either need to give up your application for a full service bar in order to be able to do this, or you're going to need to block off the access to the main part of the building um, completely, so it's a complete entity by itself. And it's like, no, we can't do that because all the catering stuff was um, all the catering stuff was also located at the other end. I mean, this was a huge ass building, and my bakery was in the back corner,
Well,
and
Can you not?
So what I was thinking about doing is either contacting the Eagles that's in town, or check the local VFW hall and see if I can rent their kitchen out, or find like a little mom and pop place that owns their own building that doesn't serve alcohol. Sorry, my cushion's all sorts of effed up. Um, that doesn't serve alcohol, that wouldn't mind a couple $100s a month to just let me use their address to do the food prep and stuff.
I guess
Um,
you couldn't do the food prep in the truck.
mm-mm. Well, you can, but you're not supposed to say anything.
Oh,
You have to have a physical location in every county that you plan to work in the state of Washington. So if I live in Pierce County, so I could run my truck anywhere in Pierce County, but as soon as I cross the county line going into Thurston or King County, it's like I have to have a whole other kitchen over there or over there or over there or over there. It's so stupid. So, trying to find a workaround. Um,
well, now, do you know what is tip? I mean, you're planning on doing what soup, or what is your thing you're gonna make mostly?
um, I was thinking about doing soup and fancy grilled cheese sandwiches.
Oh, well, that could be nice.
Hey, Bill.
At least in fall and winter, and then in the summertime do something else. Salads and cold sandwiches or something like that, or picnic foods or something. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. I keep
That's
waffling back and forth between do I want a barbecue truck, or do I want a soup and sandwich truck, or do I want to do maybe
Taco
a
truck.
dessert truck?
Taco truck.
There's so many taco trucks. There's too many taco trucks. There's just too many taco trucks.
Let's see. Todd asked the question. Let's see. Why
So,
can't the food prep be at your home? Because
because it can't be used for commercial purposes. The state has to have a actual business, um, established business license, and they consider personal home kitchens as cottage industry,
I said on your book.
and cottage industry are for only for cottage industry. And in order to do that, I would have to remove the animals completely from the house, for one. The animals would not ever be able to live in the house. Number two, um, I would only be able to make $12,000 a year, I believe. That Because it would fall under the category of cottage industry.
some
Yeah,
of these things are going by
there's
too
twelve
fast
thousand
for you
dollars
to read them. Let's see.
I know. It's like I'm so confused right now.
So, John, well, let's see. Senator John says, "Such is life," or maybe it was Todd that said, "Such is life in a blue state." At I was going to say just about say,
Yes, exactly. And it's like, yeah, the state is so ass backwards. They're so anti food truck that they've put so many regulations on food trucks. It's like, if you want to establish or operate in Seattle, you have to buy a permit in order to be able to go and park over in downtown Seattle. And there's only so many parking spots. They don't assign you one. You have to. It's first come first
There's
serve.
only 19 places.
Yeah, 19 spots in total. And so if you have a permit, and then on top of all of it, you can't run the truck in that spot for longer than 6 hours, and it can't be during rush hour traffic.
Is you do your truck in
You have to
Texas.
vacate the premises.
What,
Well,
Jerry?
yeah,
Do your truck in Texas. You know, everything's bigger in Texas.
yeah, but the thing with Texas though, I don't know how much of this is true, but in the chef boards, there's a lot of people who are saying that the regulations for food trucks recently changed in Texas, that a lot of people are selling their trucks down there to get rid of them, and they're just saying, never mind, I don't want to do this anymore because the regulations have become even more strict. I don't know to what extent that's true, but that's what I'm reading on the chef boards. There's constant complaints about that. That's
Yeah, it
what's
says
happened
it's,
within the last year.
well, this is saying, I just searched on Google, the AI thing says driven by operational hurdles, higher permit expenses, newly statewide health permit rules effective July the 1st, 2026, add over $1,300 in baseline application fees for certain vendors, straining low season budgets, rising supply costs, inflated fuel economic pressures. Yeah, listing availability, purchasing. Anyhow, it looks like, well, maybe you should do it in Mississippi. Least expense.
Mississippi, Mississippi. Although I did see a beautiful historic Victorian 8 bedroom for sale in Mississippi in the art district.
Jewel, wait.
But if I were to do that, then I would just open up a bed and breakfast.
Well, I just looked up what is the least expensive state to operate a food truck, and it lists Mississippi, West Virginia, and Oklahoma. Uh,
No, I ain't going to West Virginia. I ain't going. No, I ain't going to West Virginia.
well, this is in
They got
Mississippi.
they got Blue Mountains there,
Uh-uh.
city. They got Blue
Nope.
Mountains there.
I got yeah, I got a lot of family over there that hate me, so it's like, nope,
Oh,
not doing it. It's yeah, no. I'm the black sheep of the family, and they let me know every chance they get that I'm the black sheep of the family,
You know,
and so
Those aren't mountains.
yeah.
I
They
can.
got the Shenandoah River too. Shenandoah. I was thinking that we'd get Eddie singing, but it didn't work.
Well, honestly, I was thinking that I've always considered myself the black sheep of the family, but I don't know that my family would say agree with that. But I don't know. I always feel like the odd man out. The
I personally don't give a rat's fart hole what my family thinks of me. I really don't. I really don't. I
Okay,
don't.
tell
I
us how
don't
you really
care.
feel.
I don't give a rat's fart hole because you know what? I did absolutely nothing to earn that title. But okay, you guys want to think that I'm the black sheep of the family? Okay, I'll be the black sheep of the family, but you guys are going to be the one that's going to be losing out on having a really cool black sheep of the family in the family. So F off, I really don't care. I don't, because you know what? I know who I am. I'm not going to conform to their norm. I'm not doing it. They can piss off.
hey, if y'all
So,
don't mind,
what
go
on
ahead and
earth
hit
is
the
going
thumbs up.
on down?
Y'all go ahead and hit the thumbs up. I reckon.
Yeah, hit
Thank
the thumbs up.
Hey,
the
Can you
thumbs
hear
down.
me? The
Okay.
binoculars.
the well, the fact is, you know, I don't know. Doing the YouTube thing doesn't seem to be real popular with my family. I don't think any of them care about it. Of course, I guess it depends on what your perspective is. I do it just for fun and to talk with good people. So it is what I do. So I really don't for the most part, Valerie. The fact is your character is a lot more important than your reputation. So never worry. I've never really worried about what other folks think either. Um, I mean, I do want to think well of myself. So anyhow,
It doesn't work in the daylight.
the
It does work in the daylight, Timmy.
it looks like
Sorry.
starting. Oh, you're good. The initial cost here in Mississippi would be about $34,650, and the LLC filing costs $50. Food trucks or trailers can range from $25,000 to $80,000 here in Mississippi. So but it says the low cost of living in these states translated to cheaper commissary, parking, storage, and labor compared to coastal metro areas. So, well, maybe you get in over there at Dayton.
Yeah, there's a property just 2 houses down from Eddie that's for sale.
Well,
Hey,
yeah, we can build a kitchen underground.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be cool.
You
Yeah.
say
So
it stay
huge.
cool. 54 degrees all year round.
Yeah. Hey, Rays and Oval. How you doing? Yeah, she gone. There she is. At least her camera. Yeah, for some reason my voice has felt strained all day.
Yeah, you starting to sound a little hoarse.
Yeah. So I probably won't go real long tonight, but hopefully everybody will be checking out one another's channels. I had a long week, 87.5 hours. I left a little early on like 45 minutes early on Friday, yesterday. So I'm just want to spend some time relaxing, I guess. But anyhow, Jerry, what you got going on?
Just cutting hay. Trying to stay alive.
Well,
Trying to keep my tractor from blowing up.
what's wrong with your tractor?
Just get the 100. There's 103 here today, and it overheats when you're cutting hay. I need to get a new mower. Is what I need to get. And that's like $30,000. So I have to wait until
Yeah, we need to do a fundraiser.
yeah, fundraiser for a mower. That'd be funny.
Yeah.
Well, a fundraiser for a mower and one for a food truck.
Maybe we can combine them. A mower, food truck
Yeah.
combined.
That would be interesting. Hey, Annie, how you doing, darling? Now, how much can you make on a food truck? Do you know?
Not a lot, but the thing of it is, though, is it's not a matter of making a profit with it. It's a matter of, the potential that I could make it into. And that's moving the live streams to the food truck, doing some private events, which is where the money is going to be made on private events, but also being able to go out into disaster-torn areas and feeding people that are facing those disasters, as well as the first responders, as they're out there, being frontline people and dealing with the aftermath.
Yeah. Well, that's a noble goal.
Hey, Sylvia, I got it. I downloaded it already. All right. As soon as I
Okay,
watched
cool. Have you watched it yet?
Yep. As soon as I watched it, we like it.
You like it? Cool deal.
Yep. We're gonna be playing it on Monday.
Well, seems like though
Cool
you
deal. If
have
there's
to.
anything that needs to be changed, just let me know, okay?
Nope. Really, Suji?
Is that like an intro type thing?
It's a song
Yeah,
type thing. Yeah.
Well,
yeah, it's an intro.
it seems like you. Well, I don't know. It'd be nice to feel like you could make money doing your intros and that type of thing. Um, but you still, I mean, bills to pay and what have you. I don't know. Um, if I mean, it'd be one thing once I retire.
Why are you doing it?
Uh,
Why you destroy that thing?
but
Empty,
till
baby.
then, I guess I got to keep thinking about, how to keep the bills paid.
You're rotten dog. You're rotten. You're rotten doggy. There's nothing in that bowl. Sure hope you're just kissing me and not tasting me. And eat me in the sleep.
Aw, gosh, she's getting so big so fast.
She is. Terrible how big she gets, man. Look at that. She's huge. And she's not even 4 months old yet.
She is
She's so
adorable.
pretty.
Is that a tracker on her?
No, it's essential oils to keep the ticks and fleas off of her. It works really good for ticks, but it doesn't. I'm not convinced on fleas yet.
Well, she's a beautiful dog, and she's getting pretty big. How old is she now?
Um, she's I think she's getting close to be 20 weeks.
Cool.
Oh,
Well,
Yeah, that sounds about right.
but she's sure bigger than when she was when I brought her home.
yeah, it seems like you could hold her in one hand when you brought her home.
Yeah, I could. I could hold her one hand. Now it takes and hold her for about 10 minutes. My back starts killing me. Bees are doing good, Jan. They're out there. I haven't out there messed with them yet. It's too hot to me go out there. It's bad, and been trying to cut hay. I got field 5 halfway cut, and I said field 6 to go still. But I can't. I only can do so much at a time because the tractor gets warm. So I need a new mower. The mower is just pulling so hard. The tractor doesn't overheat with the baler, just the mower.
Well, maybe.
To fall asleep.
Seems like you might even do. Seems like that would work real well in unison, maybe with another restaurant. But I don't know. You'd have to have more staff to do something like that, though.
Do what?
Well,
Open up a restaurant?
yeah, open up a restaurant. Just have that as an extension of the restaurant. That's what a lot of the restaurants with food trucks around
Yeah,
here.
yeah, but the problem with that, why do I keep losing audio?
I don't know.
The problem with that would be purchasing an actual building, because if you go and lease someplace, you could get stuck in an extended lease of up to 5 years, and the lease is solely dependent upon the footprint, right?
Yeah.
So if I'm having to pay a lease of $1,800 plus a month, that's not including, utilities and potentially, 2 other employees, it's going to be sucking up more of the money than, what it would be worth, because you would need to have the brick and mortar to be open and operational, to have it help to make.
Uh,
You can't just let it.
She gone for the moment. The group for sure. There we go.
Back.
She back.
Say, hey, I'll pay you, I'll, I'll pay you some money to, Oh, was I gone? I've been over
Yeah.
here rambling.
Yeah, you were gone for a second.
Oh.
About 15.
There you are. Now you're back.
Okay, now I'm back. Okay, so getting a brick and mortar is fine and dandy, but I don't really want to run a brick and mortar because it's like in order to be able to get a brick and mortar,
And it wasn't me.
you're going to be looking at either paying a lease for an extended period of time or paying for the property plus everything else that goes along with having a brick and mortar location plus staff to be able to take care of that and utilities plus you got your food truck. It's like the food truck is never going to make enough money to be able to pay the lease on a brick and mortar, so that brick and mortar has to actually be open and operational, which means more employees and so on and so forth. And razor thin margin is, you'd have to do high volume in order for that to actually work out.
Yeah.
Um, and that's why I was saying, the best thing to do is check with one of the local churches, the VFW hall, the Eagles, whatever there is that's got a commercial kitchen in it, that's in good standing. Could just throw them a few $100s or whatever they want to charge, and use them as the address for the commissary kitchen. Does that make sense? It's cheaper to do it that way. That way I don't
Yeah.
have to deal with all the other nonsense, you know, and paying for labor and because if I am going to hire labor, I'm going to hire labor for the truck, not for the restaurant and a truck. Is it makes no sense.
Well,
Of
have
course,
you?
I'm not really making sense either.
There's another idea. Maybe you could just, what do they call it? Lease somebody's. Maybe find another a restaurant to work out of. That maybe lease their name or something. I don't know. Um, seems like somebody ought to be willing to
Well,
do
that's the
like
thing is that if I'm going to do that, I would rather go and check with the VFW hall or the Eagles Club and see if they want to rent out their kitchen as a commissary kitchen
yeah
for the food truck. It's you know that way I don't have to deal with all the nonsense that goes along with having a brick and mortar location that I have to deal with. You
yeah
know, taxes and lease payments and utilities and so on and so forth. Because you can't just have a business, you can't have a commissary kitchen that is closed during business hours per se, because the health department wants to drop in and do their little inspections, right? And if it's closed down, they can't do the inspections, and it's not going to work. It's going to be like yanking your frickin' permit quicker than you could say boo.
yeah.
So that's why I said, Eagles Club, church, um, VFW Hall. I got two Eagles clubs out here, and a local dive bar.
At one point I was thinking about running a biker bar up in Tennessee. That was before I started working. You know, I guess that was before I started working where I'm working. But my brother-in-law was looking at investing one, and I mean I've got a little bit of experience in the food industry, so um, anyhow I've run a couple places. I was a manager for Shoney's, a manager for Godfather's Pizza, a couple other places, but when I was young. But that's been a long time ago. Anyhow, that's neither here nor there. But I am my voice is giving out, so I reckon I'm gonna go ahead and end it. And thank everybody for coming in. Let me first recognize the members. Jerry Butler here on the panel with Butler Family Farms. Simply Jan Homestead, Tim Mitchell, another member, Todd Saw, member of the family. We also have M. Buglet and Flow Farm, Judy Mae Collins, Marines and Army Mom, Sarah Presswood, the K and Mac Project with Sock, and let's see, Valerie Reese. Thank all y'all for coming in. Just really, really tired. I'm gonna try to get some rest before I got to go back to work tomorrow evening. And thank y'all for coming in. God bless you. And anything, Sivy, I know you got a program tomorrow, right? Live stream?
I don't know. I don't know. It depends on how I'm feeling. I had to go to the doctor yesterday, and I'm having some difficulty at the moment, and I'll just leave it at that.
All right. Well, I hope to hear from you tomorrow anyhow. Jerry, yours is on Monday at 5:45, right?
Yep. But go and vote, everybody. We're second place. Let's try to get me in the first, or us in the first place.
Do you want to drop the
Yes,
link?
please vote.
I don't know about, I
Do
don't
you
know
have
about
a
yet.
link to me?
I might have it. Nope, I
Let me see
don't
if
have it.
Let
I
me
will
see if
have
I
it.
can get it.
I can do it in a second. Just have to go to it.
Yeah.
You gotta be sure it registers though. You gotta, be sure that you hit the
Verify through.
verified. Yeah, so it registers. And a lot of people said they voted, but I see everybody who votes. I guess when they voted. Well, I get to see the last three people that voted. Let's put it that way. And the last three people that voted is Neil voted 22 minutes ago. Des voted 4 hours ago, and then Buglet voted 6 hours ago.
No, I haven't gotten there yet today.
Seems like I voted earlier today.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, and I can say I get to see the last three people voted how long it was. So unless you pay for votes, I see everybody who paid for votes.
Okay. Well,
We're in second place, and we made the top 15. We're working on top 10 now.
all right. Well, good luck
Remember,
on
it's not voting for me. It's really voting for Susan.
that. One more time, let me mention the members. Jerry Butler, Butler Family Farm, Mike's Adventure Sparks, Simply Jan Homestead, Tim Mitchell, Todd Saw, Yes I Can Barbecue, Simon. Thank y'all for the vote is for. Go ahead, Jerry.
America's favorite couple. And the winners get to go to dinner with Ted Danson and Jeff Bloom and his wife, and Ted Danson his wife and some other couple. I don't know who they are.
Charlie Day.
Yeah, whoever Charlie Day is. I don't know who he is. I've never seen anything he does.
Yeah, me either.
So,
Well, y'all vote early, vote often.
yep. Yeah, I had something to talk to him about. Like, who are you again now?
Well, you can always research him before you go to lunch with him.
Well, that's true because it won't be until October.
So I'm sure
If voting's going to go, as long as it's keep making the cut, voting will go all the way up until end of September, start of October, I think.
All right.
But we got to keep making the cuts. So we made the first 4 cuts.
All right. Thank y'all for coming in. God bless you. With that, we're going to end in 3,